Comment on one of my posts a little while ago saying that their voice range was medium. And I'm like, what the heck's a medium? Now, I'm not making fun. I'm just laughing a little. Here's the thing. Obviously, singing teacher, been doing this a long time. I get a lot of strange comments about what people think their vocal range is. And even though I laugh, medium is not that absurd to hear. Listen, singers get told all the time, usually in a choir setting. You sing high notes, so you're a soprano. Oh, you sing low notes, so you're an alto. Same for tenor and same for bass. And so we just assume that's what our voice types are. I sing high notes, so I must be soprano. Or sometimes the exact opposite. I don't like singing high notes, so I must be an alto. But you guys, that's not really what it means or even how it works. Your range is you singing from the lowest note your body allows to the highest note your body allows. And note that I say your body and not your brain. Now, your voice type is a whole different conversation. So, story time. Literally today, I have a client who's been seeing me for about 2 years, and I have really challenged him to sing a song in his head voice. He is much more comfortable singing low, and I'm like, you've been coming to me for a while. I'm gonna really ask you to sing this high stuff. And so we've been working on this song for, gosh, I wanna say 3 months now. And he came in today and he said, look, I just can't hit them. I think I've hit the ceiling in my voice. I can't hit them. I don't know. I can't do this. And I kind of just stared at him for a minute and I said, let's chat about this. For me as a teacher, I make sure that my clients, when we do vocal scales, when we're doing the real workout, we push that limit. We stretch, we gently massage, we maneuver into the highest part of those notes that I can tell are safely happening physically. And for the most part, I'm playing the piano and they're standing across from me and they can't really see what notes I'm hitting. So they're not really aware of how high we're going unless I tell them, or unless they're like, what the crap was that? And then I'm like, yeah, that was C5. Good job. So this client knows how high I work him. And again, 2 years. We've talked about it on and off multiple times. And I constantly was saying, good job, that was your high C, or good job, that was a high E. And so he knows we're hitting them. But when he goes to the song, freak out. He forgets that he's able to hit these notes. So today I ran him through the scales again, and I was very specific. I'm like, there it is. There's the high E. Good job. We went back down. We went back. There it is. The high E again. Good job. Went back down. Went back up. High E again. See, you can physically do it. We just have to get you comfortable singing it. It's not a physical problem. It's a mental problem. And he was just like, really? And I'm like, yeah. So it's not that he is physically tapped out. He's just super uncomfortable singing in that upper register, which is of course why I encouraged him to push outside that comfort zone. So this whole story was just to show you guys that sometimes we just accept that our voice is limited to this tiny little range. I don't feel comfortable singing blah, blah, blah. So I must be insert voice type in that spot, which is not always the case. It's where you're comfortable, but that doesn't mean that's what you're limited to. So for things like theater or for choir, knowing what your voice type is very important. But again, that does not mean your vocal range. And so if you think this sounds like you are stuck in a small little area of notes that you can only sing, that is when you want to get a teacher. Let's work together.